Well, the leader of Turning Point USA and the president of Liberty University announced the opening of their new Falkirk Center for Faith and Liberty, which will operate on the school's Lynchburg, Virginia campus. One America's Neil W. McCabe spoke with the founders and has that report from Washington.
Charlie Kirk is the founder of Turning Point USA, and Jerry Falwell Jr. is the president of Liberty University. Both men told One America News why they are opening the Falkirk Center for Faith and Liberty to bring the fight to the left in America's culture war.
Charlie came up with the concept of creating an institution, a think tank at Liberty University. Scott Lamb, who works here, came up with the name Falkirk, and it's sort of a play on the Scottish battle for independence, but it's also a play on our two names. But really, Liberty University is being forced to do what the public schools have failed to do, and that's teach American history the way it should be taught.
What kind of projects and programs can we expect from the Falkirk Center?
This center will, first and foremost, proclaim the truth of Jesus Christ as articulated in the gospel and the intersection of the gospel with American founding freedoms and founding liberty. And far too often, Christians do not receive and hear that message, especially in churches and in not the schools in particular. And we make the argument that American founding freedom and natural rights, as Jerry perfectly put it, are harmonic with the freedoms that we find in the gospel. And Christians must learn how to adequately defend and fight for these freedoms in this now very important cultural battle that we're in.
Falwell said the Falkirk Center was needed because the left and their allies in the teachers' unions have taken over the public schools.
In public schools, the teachers' unions force American history to be taught as some sort of sinister, bourgeois white man, taking advantage of everybody else, and it's just totally opposite of what happened. America is so strong because it's so diverse, and because it's lived, like Alexis de Tocqueville said when he visited here in the 1700s, he said, America is great because America is good. If America ever ceases to be good, it will cease to be great.
Kirk said Liberty University is the perfect home for a center that centers citizenship with the teachings of Jesus Christ.
The launch of this center, as Jerry perfectly put it, is doing what the public education system should have done, which is answering the important questions of not what does the Bible instruct Christians to do in the civic arena? The answering questions that shouldn't actually need to be answered, but was Jesus Christ a socialist? What does the Bible say about economics and the size and scope of government?
In the culture war with the left, conservatives have to stay up to date in media and messaging, they said.
And Charlie, he doesn't have this gray hair, so the young people listen to him, and he's got influencers with millions of social media followers that really will be able to get the message out.
Falwell's father, Jerry Sr., led evangelical Christians back into public life when he campaigned for Ronald Reagan in 1980. Now his son said the center will work to keep them engaged.
But the church is a voluntary organization of citizens who are making a difference in their society, and that's something that the authoritarian governments cannot stand. They just don't want. That's a big threat to them, and so we think we have to do what we can to to defend our basic rights from the government.
Kirk told One America News that as high school and college students are being pulled away from their conservative upbringing, they need institutions that can help them stay true to their faith and their values. And that's exactly what the Falkirk Center wants to be. Neil W. McCabe, One America News, at the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.